Looking for a remote job that starts in January? Well, I found two new work-from-home jobs with training included. One of them is a chat-only position, no phones in that one, and no experience. And both of these jobs start January 12th, 2026. So let's get right into them. The first one I'm sharing is with The Hartford. I'm sure you've all heard of The Hartford before. They're a huge insurance company. They have an opening for an ability analyst. This is a full-time remote position. You can do it anywhere within the United States or hybrid out of one of their offices, but we're all about working remotely. In fact, as we scroll down this job description a little bit, they tell us this role can have a hybrid or remote work arrangement. Candidates who live near one of their office locations will have the expectation of working in an office 3 days a week. Candidates who do not live near an office will have a remote work arrangement with the expectation of coming into an office as business needs arise. And to be honest, I think that'll be rare. So your start date will be, actually they tell us Stag Week is January 12th, 2026. I'm really not sure what Stag Week means. That's probably just your initial onboarding nesting period. And then training will start January 20th, 2026. Training hours will be 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 4 weeks. And then after training, you'll work Monday through Friday core business hours. So in this job, you'll investigate claims to determine if the insured person qualifies for leave benefits. You'll support the company's mission of helping customers rebuild their lives after an unexpected event or illness happens while following corporate claim standards, policies and procedures, and statutory, regulatory, and ethics requirements. So that means you'll provide exceptional customer service by maintaining a dedication to meeting the expectations and requirements of internal and external customers. You'll work within a fast-paced environment that directly interacts with internal and external customers to retrieve or relay information relevant to the FMLA claim. You'll utilize critical thinking and mathematical aptitude to gather information, apply sound reasoning, and draw appropriate conclusions, and utilize your business acumen and technology expertise to make sound decisions based upon a mixture of analysis, experience, and judgment with management oversight. So for this job, they want you to have 2 years experience providing quality customer service. And like I always say, if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that qualifies as customer service, customer support. It's a plus you have at least 2 years claims experience, and that's just a plus, it's not required. It's also a plus you're proficient in THAA. It's a plus you have an associate's or bachelor's degree, and it's a plus you have medical terminology experience. And all of those things are just pluses, they're not required. They do want you to have a high school diploma or a GED. You're proficient using Microsoft Office applications, and then you need all your typical soft skills. Now, as far as the salary, I'm just scrolling around to see if they tell us how much they pay. Yep, way down here on the job description, they tell us they'll pay you between $42,560 and $63,840 per year. So that does it for this one. Let's move on to our next work-from-home job that starts January 12th. And it comes to us from the company Active Engage. Now, I've never heard of this company before, so I did a little bit of research. I wanted to make sure I'm bringing a legitimate lead from a legitimate company. So I checked out Google's AI mode, and yes, Active Engage is a legitimate company that provides live chat and digital messaging services primarily for the automotive industry. And they've been around since 2007. I got this job lead directly off their careers page within their website. They have an opening for a customer engagement expert. This is a full-time remote position. You can do it anywhere within the United States. This job starts January 12th, 2026. And right here on the job description, they tell us they'll pay you $15 per hour. Now, I hear you, $15 an hour, that is on the low end, but this job does not require related work experience, and it's a non-phone chat-based position. It is your typical customer support kind of position where you'll play a key role in delivering exceptional customer service through dynamic, real-time conversations. Your goal is to build trust and guide customers toward making informed decisions, all while supporting lead generation for the company's automotive clients. This is a chat-based role where you'll engage directly with customers visiting car dealership websites or related automotive platforms. Through thoughtful and tailored conversations, you'll gather key information from interested shoppers and help connect them with a dealership that can meet their needs. And this is kind of interesting. They tell us they don't rely on scripts. You'll need to think on your feet and customize each interaction to the person you're chatting with. So you'll receive comprehensive training to ensure you're fully equipped to excel in your role and support customers with confidence. So that pretty much sums up what you're going to do in this position. What they want from you is a typing speed of at least 45 words per minute. You're proficient in grammar and written communication. You have strong active listening and communication skills, and you're comfortable multitasking, including navigating multiple screens while typing. You're comfortable using computers. You're energetic, enthusiastic, detail-oriented, and career-focused. And they prefer, but they don't require, they prefer you have previous customer service experience. And again, like I always say, if you ever dealt with the public in any capacity, that qualifies as customer service. And it's a plus, but it's not required. It's a plus you're bilingual in English and Spanish. And they'd like you to be able to work weekends after initial training period. Then they go on to list some specific technical requirements. Read through these. Hopefully you meet these requirements. Basically, you need a good internet connection, a webcam, a headset, a decent computer, and a second monitor. So that does it for this one. In fact, we just went over 2 work-from-home jobs that will train you. They both start January 12th, 2026. Hopefully one of them works out for you. And if you're looking for more easy work-from-home jobs, check out this video right here. But if these jobs are too easy for you, check out my other channel, CAT Scans Remote Jobs. There I present more upper entry-level work-from-home jobs. And hang in there. I get it. It's tough out there right now. There's so much competition, but your job is out there. Be patient. We're going to find it. And please, please, please don't fall victim to desperation for finding work. I do my best to research companies, making sure I'm bringing legitimate leads from legitimate companies, but you have to do your own due diligence. Never ever give out any financial information before you're hired. You may have to give financial information once you're hired for direct deposit, but you should never have to pay for training, nor should you have to pay for background checks. The only information you need to give out is your resume, your cover letter, and basic contact information. So thank you so much for visiting. I truly appreciate your support, and I'll meet you on the next job lead.